hopefully you feasted, hopefully you worked out last week. Now, these workouts, I give them to you, and it's whatever you do with them. If either you work out or you don't, you do something else, you don't, whatever you decide, it's fine by me. But let's move on to week 2. I wanted to talk to you about this week. I did change some things up. So I'm going to break this down. I'm going to send a video for every day of this week. And last time I did that, those videos were a little bit lengthy. It's not going to be that way this time because you pretty much know most of the moves. But I do want to talk about what will get you motivated and in the gym. Maybe some tricks you already do, maybe some you don't do, maybe you have no problem getting to the gym. That actually, once you get to a point in your life of working out, of consistency, it really doesn't require much pep talk to get into the gym. Now what I find, I work out almost every day, probably at least 5 or 6 days a week. I have no problem going to the gym. It could be because I can drop my son off and have a little alone time, which is glorious, but I definitely need something to get me motivated in my workout, because if I don't have a plan, which is already given to you and it's given to me because I'm using this plan also, if I don't have a plan, I find myself kind of wandering around the gym. The intensity is gone from the get-go. If I don't have a plan, there's no intensity. But the intensity really is important. What you put into these workouts, you get back. You think about like a pump or like that feel-good endorphin fix. You're not going to get that if you're not putting the adequate energy into your workout. So every day I'll kind of talk about something that I use to get me into the groove of my workout. But let's go ahead and start. Day 1 is back, biceps, and shoulders, just like it was last week. These workouts are moderately basic. So I really was intentional about that because these 6 weeks of workouts, it's just a crazy time of year. There's no reason to make it nuts. Let's just be efficient and smart. And these are effective exercises, tried and true. You're not going to be bouncing around the gym, that sort of thing. And I don't change the strength training too much for 3 weeks, and then we'll probably change it up a little bit, but as for now, it's looking about the same as far as the setup. Now, I did change the first set to dumbbell shoulder press. You remember that looks like this. Let's see, we've got my, last time I believe you were doing deadlifts. This time we're gonna start with dumbbell shoulder press. And it's not a superset, so you actually rest in between sets, okay? You guys can go pretty heavy here. Now, if your back hurts when you're sitting or standing, use the bench as support. You can raise the back so that it supports your back, but have concentrated movements and go heavy. This is gonna set the tone for your workout. You really wanna make sure this first set, you're really focused. And when you're resting, it doesn't necessarily mean checking your phone or scrolling through social media, although I am totally guilty of that. But when I do that, it does take away the intensity. You'll move from there to your next superset. So you have bent over dumbbell flies, superset with barbell curls. So bent over dumbbell flies. You can do this in a seated position like this and go like that. Or you can just stand. I tend to like to stand. Eric is always seated, but I bend over. And really focus on those back muscles. Now from the dumbbell press, you'll likely have to go down in weight, and then you've got your dumbbell curls. Did I say dumbbell curls or barbell? Oh, I said barbell. Well, I don't have a barbell, but if you have a barbell, I encourage you to use it. It will challenge you in a different way. And then your next superset, bent over dumbbell rows. Bent over rows, you can use a barbell or dumbbells. If you use a barbell, I like to keep my hands, it to be an overhand, bent over row. And with the dumbbells, I change it to my wrists so that they're facing my body. And then front to side raises. This is a double whammy, you guys. It looks like this. I have 15s right now, but I'm guessing you'll probably want to have a lower weight. You go up forward, come to your side, and down. Woohoo! 15 is kind of hard for me. Forward, lateral, down. You will feel this. I'm already feeling that. All right. Your next superset is actually going to require the cables if you have it. If you do not have the cables at your gym, send me an email. I'll give you an alternate, but you're going to be using your back muscles, your lats, in addition to your biceps. So the straight arm, let's see, where's my thing? You're gonna have the little pulley right here. And so you'll have this thing hanging about right there. So you wanna get it to a weight where you can have it right here, and you're gonna pull straight arm. Don't bend your back, but you're gonna pull like this. And you're gonna keep doing that. Now you're gonna superset this for a bicep curl. So when you're done with this set, you'll actually take the pulley that's up here and lower it to the ground. Same attachment. And then from there, you'll do the bicep curls with the pulley. Okay. You should feel the burn. After that, superset. And after that, you're done. So go home, have a protein shake. Now, we didn't talk so much about motivation for this day, so I wanted to tell you what I sometimes take. It's called NLA for her, but it's basically a pre-workout. And it's got essential amino acids in it to help with muscle recovery. But you're supposed to mix this pre-workout into your water about 30 minutes before you work out. And so you drink that about 30 minutes before you head to the gym. And I do notice it kind of gives me a boost of energy, but honestly, my favorite part is that it kind of gets my head where it needs to be for a good workout. You know, you don't want to take a pre-workout and then have a lousy workout. Like, you just took the stuff and you paid money for the stuff, and I don't know, it's total mental game. I'm going to be completely honest. I like it. It's worth a shot. I'll put a link in my email. All right, be back for day 2.